Hi guys, how are you guys?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. We are chatting from home. So are
Yes,
you
we
guys,
are.
where are you guys located at right now? Where do you guys live?
Kentucky.
Colton's in
Kentucky?
Kentucky. I'm in London, England.
Oh wow, that's
Mm.
nice.
Yeah.
So little voice, how did you guys do can you guys talk to me a little bit about the casting process, and was it difficult to get that part? Were you super excited to get it?
Colton's probably had a harder time on the basis that you have several skills. I'm barely managing one skill, which is the acting side of it. You had to also play instruments and sing. I did an audition for Jessie a while back, further in the year actually, and was sad to sort of be moving on to other things on the basis that nothing had really happened. We hadn't spoken much since. I think I did a couple of things, and then I got on a call with Sarah, with Jessie Nelson, and a few of the other guys in production, and we had a really lovely time. She was just as open as she is at work about the creative process, which the show is about, and funnily in a way. And so we played around a lot more than a lot. We got to play around a lot more than I normally do, in the sense of who Ethan could be and where he could come from, and where we could try to tell this story from. And so even early on, it was a really nice, lovely, enjoyable experience, which is exactly what Little Voice was. But then, it was great to finally get it. I was so grateful. I didn't, however, unlike Colton, have to sing and play too, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, my first audition was my time meeting Sarah. I knew Jessie prior. We had done a theater project together, and she was kind enough to keep extending a hand. And I met Sarah and was asked to play one of her songs for her in front of her. And
Oh wow.
yeah, you can imagine the emotionality because I grew up on her music. I was having a hard time even picking what song because I love so many of them, and I could barely get through it without weeping. And uh, it's actually pretty indicative of the whole experience.
Mm-hmm.
Sarah got immediately after, walked over and hugged me, and and that kind of bear hug was kind of the entire show. I knew from that moment on I had to keep auditioning a couple more times, and you have to fight for these things, but mostly yeah. I mean, they every step of the way, kind of like Sean said, like they made us so comfortable and at ease, even if we weren't going to get it, that we were heard, and that and then when we did get it and we kept going, and I felt even more understood or heard than before or anything else I've ever done. So
How great the other Sams and Ethans just said no before it got to us,
I know
huh?
it was so kind to them. They were like, "Hey,
So yeah, that was how we got
this kid needs a new start. I don't need this."
I mean, it's a great opportunity because you guys can portray your different talents, in one series, like singing, acting, and all this. And I'm just wondering, when you guys heard the name J.J. Abrams, what went through your minds? Because are you guys Star Wars fans?
Oh, please,
Yeah, and fans of
please.
his before Star Wars even.
Mhm.
And my brother would commit murder if I didn't say yes. Honestly, I would be extradited from family. I'd be exiled. No, it was JJ along with Sarah, along with Jessie. They're all absolute powerhouses in their own right. So it is. I mean, we keep saying the phrase "no brainer," but there's nothing more concise. No other way to put it.
Mhm. I remember reading the breakdown because I already knew about Jesse
Yeah.
and Sarah, and seeing his name, and I did the exact same thing you just did, where you couldn't even get it out. You were like JJ Abrams, because I mean I watched Lost like 4 times through, and it's not concise. That's many hours of my life.
Do you know what
It's
happened?
gone, huh?
4 times in, do you know how it ends? Really, what the real meaning is?
I think the real gift is that each time I took something different away. Um, so I couldn't tell you. No, yeah. I mean, Star Wars. I still have a biannual entire viewing. So when they announced his name to take it over, I was like, my nerd geekdom exploded, and to work with him, or like Sean maybe said earlier, like to know that at some point he's seen my face and something that he is connected with, still kind of gives me the jitters, but it's really thrilling. I mean, it's
I feel bad for him on my behalf. I'm like, oh God, James, I did that to you. So
you can see it in my eyes. I'm apologizing to him the whole time.
I'm already apologizing mid-scene.
Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell to receive notifications. Y no olvides suscribirte a mi canal y oprime esa campanita para recibir notificaciones. Hasta la próxima.